on our growth and development. Recall that before now, we had a lot of issues as to connecting Plaza along Ikpa Road. And that erosion project has been ongoing for a very long time. Well, today, Akwa Ibom people, residents of Ikpa particularly, have commended Governor Udom Emmanuel's government for the near completion of that road linking Plaza. And they've also called for more to be done towards the complete completion of the road, and of course other roads. Now, I'd like to get your feelers on this particular. I'm sure you must have used that road this morning.
If you go through the CLO's press conference, the text of our press conference, you would have seen the erosion control project about that axis that we also went. We were there during our project tracking. We saw the kind of work going on there, and we are impressed. Just like what we've been saying, that you cannot just sit down in at the comfort of your zone and be criticizing without going out there to see what is actually happening. Now, this thing you are even reporting here, I bet you that people who will call in to say the job is not done, the job is fake and all that stuff, because people don't seem to believe that the government is actually working. So I am happy that this morning I drove through there, like you said, contrary to the fact that people do not seem to agree that the government is doing much. I drove there this morning, and I'm happy that the road is now connected. It has not connected to the Calabar-Itua road, the Uyo Village road, and it's really an impressive job done. I'm really happy, and I believe that the people of that axis will now, have a sign of relief, and they will also be happy that the entire stretch of the road has been connected to the Ikpa road, the Uyo Village road, and the Calabar-Itu. Like Oliver Twist, we keep on asking for more. We need more to be done. There are potholes in some of the adjoining streets within that axis. I believe that the Ministry of Works and then the ACREMA will also look into those potholes. But on the whole, I commend the governor for ensuring that that project is completed. If you had passed through there before the job was done, you would have seen that the community was living under serious threat, because the erosion was already caving in from both sides of the road. But now I think it has been arrested, and the area is now good for people to live. So I'm happy about it.
All right, let's get to briefly listen to the reactions of Akwa Ibom people concerning that road, and shortly after that we'll come back to the full house.
I don't make a cook and book. There is already no summer no yama, so that none is back in. It was summer money, pocket. So, money, pocket, and no yard of the young boy. I already never yama. Yawaka, you some get Yafon. Tell me where you feel. Miss Luyum, then when I met a wiki trip into Yum Beukara, Yam Yadu, so for Norma.
All right, so that says it all. The road is done, and the people that are using, particularly have used that road for a long time now, coming and going back from work. And I can say that, well, to a large extent, we can give a sigh of relief that you no longer have to trek long distances before finally getting a bike to take you to work and all of that. But I'd like to, on this note, join voices with that of Akwa Ibom people and call on the government to, as much as we commend their contributions, that the Air Force is making sure the road is better off as it is also very important that the road be fully completed so that we can see the beauty and the aesthetic value of the road also shining out. And on that note, also, a lot of roads still having problems. Still along Ikpa Road, just before you get to Unio, it was recently sandfilled, and I'd like to also join voices with students to commend the government for sandfilling that road, but better still, we still want it to be fixed properly so that people can properly pass through that axis. But let me come back to you. You've mentioned that probably we might have people calling to say, oh, that road is not done, or that road is done, and all of that. But what would you say is responsible for why people don't believe that when government says this XYZ project has been done, sometimes it is not believed by the people? Is it because oftentimes we've seen government media, we've seen people in government, we've seen leaders lying to Akwa Ibom people and lying to Nigerians, and that makes it difficult to even believe the truth and the facts, even when they're available?
I don't want to join you to say that people don't believe because of government, sometimes government machinery or government information unit lies to people. I want to believe that we play politics too much, especially in Akwa Ibom. Akwa Ibom State is more like a political society where you have only one industry, and that one industry is the government house. And so every other person that must do business will see government as the only place you can do business. And so if you're not in government, then you should try to demarcate the government, or you find your way to enter government, or you must have someone who knows someone in government before you can make a living. If you look at other states like Lagos, for instance, where you have busy activities going on, you look at Port Harcourt, for the River State, for instance. I grew up in River State. I did not even know that the government house is close to where I was living, because I have no business, with government. And if you go to states where you have busy activities going on, the economy is booming, people are doing their normal businesses, the economy thrives, nobody will even know that government exists. The reason that government will come out and do policies, and people will say, what policies? And they will pay those, they will pay if it is fund, they will pay those revenues and move on. But in Akwa Ibom State, because we do not have that spirit of going out to be able to look for other things to do, you have everyone who want to be in politics. You want to have someone who want to be a political talk, who want to be used. And so when the government, even when the government is working, and government is telling you, I am working, even right in your doorstep, the people, because of politics, because maybe the party in government is not the party that you belong, you will always try to demarcate it. Because you know that of what, or you will say of what benefits, what have I benefited from the project. Not mentioning that even as someone who lives in that community, you can have access to drive out, to drive in, security-wise, and all that. So why people sometimes disbelieve government? It's not because government lies, but because we play politics, we politicize projects, we politicize government achievement. So when this happens, you will now see that a government that is working very hard, working assiduously to bring development, to bring industries, to bring projects in the state, will still be demarcated. You saw the issue of the Ibom Air, how people left the benefit that the airline is giving us, and be asking of who is the ownership. I came here, I think some weeks ago, and I told you that when CEO went around to track the government project, that we saw several industries that we actually went, and these industries are actually functional, and people are working there. Like for example, the King's Flour Mill in Ona, people are coming there to buy flour and take them to north, take them to the east, to the west. But here in our people, we are asking, why must it be in Ona? Why must it? Who is the owner? The syringe factory. We've been to syringe factory, that they are producing syringes in thousands, in millions, and exporting them out of the state. But here we are sitting down to say, why must it be in Ona? Who is the owner of the syringe factory? So this is where we are. So when this happens, the policy that we play seem to override the public interest. That is why I think that as a civil society group, as the media, we owe the society so much, and this is to engage the society and also engage the government. Let government also open her books for us to be able to use these books to prove what government is doing, which is what we have been doing, which is what we had done. I think between March and June, like we said,